Stop me if you heard this one before. A while ago, I bought the Figma Haruhi figure, Haruhi Suzumiya, blah. And after that, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should Mikuru to go with Haruhi. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this here. There's a lot more figures, but I don't need anymore. I don't have a lot of room anymore, and I should stop. But you know how eBay is. Hey, how about some more Figma Haruhi? How about some blah, blah, blah? And this is why we're here right now. I have a problem. Okay, no, but seriously. This is the Figma Tsuruya-san from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, from the Culture Maid Festival outfit, whatever it's called. Basically, I got this one because I kept getting them emails, and at some point there was like one for like 16 euros, and I was just like, oh my god, 16 euros? Ugh, are you kidding me? So this is pre-owned, this is from eBay, and people always talk bad about eBay. I never had any problems with it, so that's a bonus of the video. If this character sucks, then I'll send it straight back to the guy who sold it to me on eBay. Couple of things to note. I do not believe this is a rip-off. I do believe, however, there's some things. If you have this figure and you see some things that make you suspicious, then let me know about it. I do not believe it's still overall. Here's the deal. Her face keeps popping off, and the hair that's in there very loosely, and it overall looks weird over there. But still, the quality of the figure is good. I mean, the paint job and the molding, everything's fine with that. So don't be alarmed when this stuff just keeps popping off. It seems like that's a bit of an issue here. Also, the one hair in the back, same problem. I got it on there for now, but whatever. I'll try to fix that later afterwards. First, let's have a look at her size of Tsuruya-san. She stands at about 13.5 centimeters to the top of her head, which means she's a little under 5.5 inches, if you ask me. Like I said, the overall detail of the figure looks still very good. Facial sculpt is done nicely. I mean, look at the teeth, the eyes, everything. Still very much accurate of the show, and even the molded hair looks good. And this is not. It's not fully in there. I really like how this looks because she has like super long hair, and that was one of the things. You have this hair over here which you can take out for the base. I'm just gonna take it out actually. Well, now it's in. Now it's actually in. Alright. But you can take that out so you can have a hole to for the base, so you can pack that in the back. You have some nice detail going on in the chest. If the camera is not really focusing right now. You have ribbon over here. Soft plastic in the shoulder pieces. This entire piece is also soft plastic. It is connected somewhere at the torso. Hold on, let me move that. You can move it forward a little bit, but it is glued on at the torso over here. Also, the front part of the hair, these things are soft plastic. Still, for the rest of it, it overall looks good. You have the dress, which is surprisingly hard plastic. I didn't expect that. And you have the ribbon in the back. And this is all dusty. I didn't even see that. Cut, at least. That's something that really irks me. If you're selling something, would you not clean it first? I mean, seriously, come on. Come on, bro. It also smells a little mufty. I don't. That's another thing. But that will go away over time. Then down here, we've got the panties. They got those of all of them. The stockings and the wabaki. Well, this isn't really wabaki, is it? It doesn't matter. It's shoes. For the articulation, it's regular Figma stuff. The hat is on. Well, I mean, you can just all take this off and have a look at it. You have the ball joint that goes into the back of the hair. So you can bring that all the way forward, of course, when the hat is on there. That doesn't work so well, but the head will just pop off. But get some forwards and backwards motion, not really a lot, because of course you have all this hair. You can bring the head all the way around, and you have some wiggle motion. You can bring it actually left and right, very much so. Get some good poses out of that. And because this is soft plastic, it will not get in the way. Now with the shoulders, it's also quite impressive actually. Like I said, this is soft plastic, so it will move out of the way, it will bend, and you have the big ball over there, basically, for the articulation. It's kind of stiff, and I'm just going to take this off because stuff will fall off. And this is also floaty, it's not really connected, so you can pull it up and down. But basically, you can rotate that around, can bring it up quite far. It went up a lot further before. But I got it up like that. Now it's just snapping back. But since you can move that around and then the face falls off, that's very annoying actually. But you can rotate it around, and you have a bicep swivel over here, and you have the single hinge in the elbow. You can bring that one up basically 45 degrees, and you have the hand, bring that back and forth. It's just in a pack, just no ball joint pack with a hinge over there. Alright, so chest part, you can rotate that up there. You can bring it back and forth and rotate it around, like to the side, bring it out to the side, make it dance, and also go all the way around, basically. I mean, it doesn't really go all the way because, let's see, this is connected to the dress and not actually to the belt over here. I mean, this piece. Then we have the dress itself, that's hard plastic, weirdly. It's also just held up there, it's not really connected anywhere, as far as I can tell. Just held together by all these pieces. And of course you can rotate around the crotch piece because you have all this range. I mean, you can basically see what's going on over there. Legs, you can bring them... Well, those are heavily blocked by the dress. Wow, okay. That's basically all you get because the dress doesn't really go up more than that. Unless you... No, you can't. I thought you might be able to pull it up, but you can't. So they kind of messed that up. I don't know why they did that, like all hard plastic. Most of the time these dresses are soft plastic. I guess this one was too big to make it all soft. I don't know. Anyhow, rotates at the thigh also. Can bring it around because you have the ball over there, and then we have single hinge in the knee, goes down, goes back pretty much all the way, and then we have a foot which is on the back over here, so you can bring it left and right, and it goes up a lot and it goes down basically back a lot. And there's no toe hinge because does Figma even do toe hinges? I don't think so, at least not for those. Haha. Next up are the accessories, and first of all you have one different face. You have the Perv face. I love this one, just like Perv Mistress face, whatever you want to call it. I like it. And you have a different hairpiece for Mikuru actually. You have a tray to hold your things, which has a pack, has a hole in there, and as you could tell earlier I have the one hand with the peg in it. And then you can move around with the tray. You actually have some stuff to put in a tray, 2 little cans, well not little cans, what do you call that? Those don't have anything to connect to the tray unfortunately, which is a little bit of a bummer. And you have chopsticks. All done very nicely, it's very small also. And we have some plate of noodles. Delicious! Once again, it has nothing to really hold it. I mean, you can put it on the tray, but then the tray is basically full. It works though, I mean, but the real fun would be just to have both these things. Re-recording the hand part because data not found. Thank you, camera. So we have 2 fist hands, one over there, one over there. Then there's like a more open hand for, I guess, the chopsticks. Nothing really else fits in those two. You have the pointy finger, you have a little bit of a grab hand on both sides, and then the one for the tray. And of course you have, hold on, let me get the figure, the 2 hands I have on the figure right now, which is just like you know, perv mode or whatever. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? Is it a ripoff? Is it a knockoff? If it is, it's one that's done fairly nicely. The only thing that really is tipping me off is that the front part of the hair is not 100% aligning, and I've never had that with Figma. So there you go, you have that. Also, what I forgot to mention, her hair, the back of her hair overall here moves a little bit to the back. It's like a tiny bit of articulation. that I forgot to mention, but it is barely noticeable and barely does anything. But regardless of all of that, I like this figure. I really like the design, and I like a creepy purr face that really fits the character so well. You have booby grab hands, and you have a lot of very small items to, you know, carry around at a restaurant because she's a maid and she works there. And that makes sense. So it's basically what I'm saying. You get the stuff you need. She looks good. The articulation is alright, except for some parts of the dresses. But overall, it's a cool figure. If it's a rip-off or not, she still looks good. And I'm still happy that I got her. So I do recommend her for your Haruhi or Figma collection if you're into that anime stuff. Alright? Alright. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like and maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, or whatever. Tsuruya-san once.